What's up, you guys? Badass Reviewer here, back with another review, this time of the DC Unlimited, well actually it's the Batman Unlimited New 52 Batgirl. Now this is from the New 52, well not necessarily New 52, but it's from the new Batman Unlimited line, which is due to come out sometime this month, and this is the new Batgirl figure, as you can see, and I gotta say, she looks freaking awesome. I really like the way she looks, and it's a really cool new costume that she has, and the detail on her is pretty nice. She's got some really nice detail going throughout her entire body, and I really think this is an awesome figure. Now, I haven't really checked out this entire thing completely, but from the looks of it, it's got quite a lot of detail, and I'm going to go through every bit of it, at least try to go through it, and give you all the details on it, so you guys know what to expect to get this figure. Now, as you can see, she's in this new black and gold color, which is really cool looking. It's kind of reminiscent to how it was in Batman and Robin, I think, but she didn't have gold. It was kind of like a gray, but this is kind of how I felt she looked like. How she kind of looks like this in Batman and Robin, but really cool. The head sculpt is just amazing looking. I think that looks really good, and the hair is well painted. That's some really good shading in there with the brown, kind of like how they did on the Poison Ivy. It's got the nice brown, and then it's got the brown and then the darkness in it to shade coming out of her bat cowl, and then her face. I really like the skin tone on it. It's really nice looking. I don't know how well it's going to come up onto the camera, but it looks so good, and like it looks like she's got a nice little tan going on there. It just looks really nice, and her eyes are nice and blue. If you guys can see that, really nice looking. And then let's see, she's got this new cape which comes down and out a bit, which is really cool because it kind of makes it look like she can either be standing there, or you can have her in a little action pose. But it goes back it's pretty pliable, but really cool. I think it looks pretty awesome. It's got this nice purple on the other side with some shading go throughout it. It looks really cool. I really think this is a great looking figure. The cowl, or the cape, goes around over her neck, kind of like how it is with the some of the other Batman figures that they've come out with, like the the Young Justice Batman and the DC Superheroes Batman, how the cape goes into the cowl and then it goes into the head, so it's like that. She's got her new bat symbol, which is pretty cool looking. I think I know this is comic accurate, but you know, it's not my favorite bat symbol, but you know, it's alright. But this is where a lot of the detail is. She's got all this sculpted in armor on her body, and on the sides of her torso here, there's all this these sculpted in parts here, these little lines, if you can see that. It's really nice looking. They put a lot of detail into this figure, and I mean, if you can see it right here, that's all sculpted in. That's not painted on or anything. And then there's lines going throughout her from her breast and down. I said breast, anyways. And then going from her torso area down, she's got some more sculpting on armor, which is really nice. I think this is a great looking sculpt. I don't think it's a new sculpt, but you know, I'm trying to think of the word. The sculpting, that's what it is. It's really nicely done. Same with that on her arms. It's got the little lines sculpted in on her bicep, and then her gauntlets or gloves, whatever you call it. It's got the same kind of sculpting going on here, along with this sculpting in her her little gauntlets and whatnot. And the gauntlets, they don't poke out very far, but they are, they do indent in to indicate that there are 3 little things there. And then she's got her open palm here. And yeah, not much detail left there. Move down to her belt. She's got some more sculpting in it. It's got these nice little lines, and it goes all the way through the back. On her leg, she's got some a sculpted line going from here, and it moves its way down to her leg. Her boots are really cool because this is its own separate piece, and it does move individually from the actual leg itself. So that's also really cool, and it's in the shape of bats, so that's pretty neat. Let me see. And then the last part that has detail is her shoes. If you can see, it's got these nice sculpted in parts too. Nice little lines and whatnot. So, really cool figure. Oh, and then on her thighs here, there's also some more sculpted on lines. So, it's really nice that they did a lot of work to make this a really nice and detailed figure. I really think this is going to be my favorite Batgirl figure. But in terms of articulation, I think she lacks it a little bit. From the DC superheroes Batgirl, she kind of has reduced articulation. Now, if you have this one, you'll know it's got the standard DC articulation for a girl. And this one has pretty much the same, but it's a little bit altered, and she might actually have a bit more. So I'll go into that. So parts of this Batgirl are different from this one, and I'll go into that here now. So basically, for articulation, her head can move 300, it can't move 360 degrees. Mine's pretty stiff, but it can look left and right. Of course, the hair is going to hinder the articulation, so that's no surprise there. Her hair also, it kind of, when it comes down over her neck, so it's kind of like, it's kind of resting on her hair and pushing back and whatnot, so that's really cool. But it does hinder the articulation, which isn't really a surprise because, you know, girls' hairs are going to hinder the articulation. So it looks left and right. No up and down movement at all. It's really minimal. So it's not too big of a deal, but I mean, you're not going to get her to look up. So her arms can go out and in, rotates 360 degrees. She doesn't have a bicep swivel, so no rotation there. But she has the bend in the elbow, which also serves as a rotation. So she rotates at the elbow and bends at the elbow. So you get this, you get the bend. You get the bend and twist here. So no bicep, but you have the elbow articulation that serves as both bicep swivel and the bend. Her wrists can go 360 degrees, and they're pretty tiny actually. I almost wonder if they use some of the parts from the Poison Ivy on this, because her hands look almost identical, except for this one. This one's a open palm to obviously hold something. But I don't believe she comes with any accessories, so there's no point. So you have to give her an accessory. But I would have preferred to just have 2 fists. But yeah, I don't know. They just gave it to her for some reason. Next thing is the torso area. On this one, it's drastically less articulation than the previous Batgirl. She has the Carol Ferris, Starfire articulation, the same with Poison Ivy and some other female figures. But she has this diaphragm swivel, and it moves left and right, but it's stiff and, you know, it doesn't really serve a good purpose. And it doesn't move forward and back, so there is no ab crunch. and there is no waist swivel. So this upper diaphragm joint, right at her torso, it bends. So I think you guys can understand what I mean by that. So I'm not going to go into more detail about it. So it's less articulation, which kind of sucks, but a figure like this, I think I'd just have on display. I think the amount of articulation she does have will serve my purpose for whatever reasons, and for ACBA. But next is her legs. Her legs are the more recent female figured legs, where it doesn't show the joint on the side. It looks more fluent, and it's kind of hard to see because she's so dark, but it's all fluent here. It's hiding the joint, but her legs do go out and in. They go forward and back a little bit, but it like bends outwards. So it does have good articulation movement, just doesn't go back. She then can rotate above the knee at the thigh 360 degrees. She can bend at one point at the knee, and then, as I showed you before, she can rotate at the boot, so that can go 360 degrees. So, which is really nice, because you know, a lot of figures don't have that, and I wish DC would do that more with people that had boots that go up to their knees, is to rotate 360 degrees. So it does that, and then her feet can bend up and down as usual. No ankle pivots or anything like that. So that's about it for articulation. So, as I said before, it's less than the Batgirls we've been getting before. And to compare the heads, I don't really think they're the same, and they don't look the same to me. Do like a 360 comparison here. So, as you can see, the hair is pretty much different. Her hair is a bit smaller and shorter, and then as you can see, the cowl is pointier here, and this one's kind of shorter and not as, you know, outward, as you can see. Although, looking at the hair, it does kind of look the same, but I think maybe they just put in more detail. So I could be wrong in saying that they're different head sculpts. But when I look at the face, they do kind of look different. But it could be that they just made the paint applications so much better that I just think that this one's different. But if you look here, I just think this one's a different head sculpt. But if it is the same head sculpt, I think this one, you know, knocks this one out of the park. This is my pretty much only, well, I have two of this one, but this is the Batgirl that I have. And this was my only Batgirl that I had, so I didn't have any of the previous ones, even though this is only the third Batgirl to be released. But I do think this head sculpt is a lot superior to this head sculpt. So, yeah. Definitely a lot better in detail. It's really nice. Size comparison, obviously, I just compared her to this Batgirl, and she's a bit shorter. So I'm thinking that these new 52 characters, they're going to start making more smaller sized. And I didn't grab the new 52 Batman for comparison, but yeah, she is a bit shorter, I think. And if we pair her up against, you know, Batman here, that's a lot different size. Sorry if I'm not getting on camera. So, yes, she's significantly shorter than him. Hold on one sec, I'll grab the Batman. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so here's the new 52 Batman. And if you're comparing them together, size comparison wise, it's about good size. She's a bit shorter than he is, so I think all the new 52 characters that they're coming out with are going to be about the same size as this Batman here, because the new 52 Superman and this Batman are shorter than the the DC Universe Classic figures. They're about like a little less than 6 inches. So this one is definitely less than 6 inches, and she's a bit shorter than the New 52 Batman. So I'm thinking that the New 52 characters are going to be shorter scale from the DCU, which is fine by me because, I mean, I'm going to put all the New 52 characters together, but they're still going to be in my DC collection, so it's not a problem with me. As far as other figures that are going to be coming out, like in the DC Unlimited and the Batman Unlimited, I'm not sure if they're all going to be the same size or not, but I know that in Wave 2 of Batman Unlimited, they're coming out with the Dark Knight Returns Batman, and he's using a Masters of the Universe mold. So he is probably going to be bigger than the DC Universe Classics, or about the same size, just a little bit bulkier. And then they're coming out with the Planet X Batman, which I believe is going to be the same size as a regular Batman figure. But this figure right here is definitely in scale with the New 52 Batman, which is shorter than the DC Universe. So I definitely recommend picking this up. I got this a little bit early, so I wanted to get this out and reviewed so people will know what to look forward to. Also, I know a lot of people had some quality control with this Batman and this New 52 Superman. On this figure, I don't really I don't know if there's going to be really bad quality control, but one thing I think might be a problem is the legs, because the legs are already loose on this figure, but they're not like flimsy, like she's gonna fall over in 5 seconds like that. That was with a push, so she stands really good. And other than that, I don't think there's anything else wrong with her. But the legs are probably going to be the problem, which I'm fine with, as long as it's not something where she couldn't, stand properly and I had to go out of my way to put her up. But I'd rather her legs be a little bit loose than like her knees or something, because the quality control in the last batch of DC figures weren't very good. Excuse me. And it kind of irritated me, and I was worried about all the new DC figures to come out, but so far I don't think anything's wrong with this Batgirl, and I think she's pretty awesome. So I'm going to give her a 10 out of 10 because, it's a new Batgirl look. They added a lot of new detail, and I love Batman's, and Batgirl's pretty awesome too. So I mean, you put Batgirl into an awesome action figure, I'm gonna love it. So if they continue to make all the other characters in this line and the DC Universe line, I think it's gonna be a really good year for Mattel, because these are amazing looking figures, and it's gonna be good for me because I love the DC figures. So I think if they keep coming out with good looking figures, I'm going to enjoy them and people are going to buy them, so that's good for everyone. So yeah, definitely get this, pre-order it on Big Bad Toy Store or wherever they are pre-ordering. I don't know when they're going to come out in stores, and I got this on eBay, so I was lucky enough to actually pick it up before Big Bad Toy Store shipped mine. So I think getting this early is pretty cool, just to get a little preview of what was coming. So I'm making this video for you guys. Send me comments or like the video or anything if you guys think this is really cool. I made this video for everyone to see this figure, and I know it might not be the best quality or whatever, but I wanted to get this out and show everybody. So enough talking. Get this figure because it's awesome. 10 out of 10. Check out my other channel for some more reviews and upcoming reviews. And I'll talk to you guys later.